Retirement can be a very financially challenging time for a lot of people if the finances haven't been planned properly. If you are going to retirement in the next 5 to 10 years, or you have a family member who is in that region, you really must pay very close attention to this video. My name is Arpit Arora. I'm India's leading personal finance expert and passive income coach, and I help entrepreneurs, professionals, and retirees to be able to get rid of their money problems. This is done simply by managing the money that they already have to create another source of passive income for them so that they pay less taxes, they increase their returns, and the risk is the same or decreased. So, we today in this video are talking about the importance of planning for retirement. Now, what are the various tools that people can use for retirement? The basic ones that you might have already heard about are PPF and PF. PPF is Public Provident Fund. This is the money that you voluntarily invest using the ATC benefits. This has a 15-year lock-in period, and currently about 7% or so is the rate of interest that you get on it. The good part about this is that after 15 years, you are able to withdraw this money or roll it over for 5 years. Another great part about this is that every once a year you can withdraw some part of this capital, maybe the interest part of capital. So that can be a great way of creating passive income for you. If you haven't already done so and you're nearing your retirement in the next 5-7 years, this is not a good idea to go for it. In case you already have been doing it in the past, this is going to be one of the greatest tools for you in the time of your retirement. Another great part about this is that the return that you get from this is completely tax-free. So now let's talk about another one, which is the Employee Provident Fund. Now this is a compulsory deduction done by your employer in case you are salaried. Now this income is something that you get at the end of your term when you finish your job, and this is something also that gives you a high rate of interest. Currently it's about 8.5%. The restriction on this has been recently imposed at 2.5 lakh rupees worth of contribution every year. So in case you are increasing that, in that sense you will have to pay full taxes on any amount over going over 2.5 lakh rupees. This is better than PPF because the rate of interest is higher. You get the money after at the end of your service, and potentially you are not just investing your money, your employer is also putting equal amount of money because the contribution is the same for you and the employer. So it's amazing, but then again, you need to see from the perspective of reducing your tax liability by not increasing your exposure by 2.5 lakhs. So the second method is investing into senior citizen savings schemes. This is an initiative by the post office where you, using the bank or directly going to the post office, can invest in the senior citizen savings scheme, giving you somewhere around the region of 7%. Now, the great part about this is that you can open this account anytime after the age of 60, or if you've taken a voluntary retirement at the age of 55. The best part about this is that because the money is absolutely safe and you're also going to get the interest of this every quarter. All the other instruments we were so far talking about were giving you income later on after you retired or after you took out that you finished your job. But in this case, if you've taken a voluntary retirement or if you're above the age of 60, you can start getting the monthly income from the next quarter itself. Although income is fully taxable, but if your income is below 5 lakh in that region, then obviously there is absolutely no tax on this. So this is a 5-year minimum investment and you can extend it by another 3 years. Now, let's talk about the next aspect, and that is the National Pension Scheme. Now, National Pension Scheme is also something that has really picked up pace very recently, because not only does it give you the benefit of an additional 50,000 over and above your ATC benefits, but also the expense of the management done in National Pension Scheme by the different fund managers is also the lowest. Also, you can choose to invest in debt, equity, or a hybrid or government bonds. Also, the fact that this totaling to 1.5 plus 50,000 is 2 lakh rupees total contribution you can make every single year. So from that perspective, 1.5 lakh ATC benefit becomes 2 lakh ATC benefit using NPS. Looks great on the surface, but there is a reason why I'm not a big fan of NPS. It is the fact that at the time of maturity, when you start actually receiving the money, when you hit your retirement age, only 60% of the money can be withdrawn. The rest of the money will still have to be reinvested. That reinvested money is going to give you the fixed monthly passive income, which is great. But note that that money is also fully taxable. And the fact that only 60% of the money can be withdrawn, that is a very big major deterrent. So for people who are looking at fluidity of money at the age of their retirement, want to withdraw their corpus, for them NPS is not a good idea. You might be able to save taxes today, but later on you won't be able to take out the capital, which can be a major problem for a lot of people. So only invest in NPS keeping this certain aspect in mind. So now I want to talk about the fourth aspect that people typically use, and that is investing in bonds. So people who are in the age of 50 and they're looking at their retirement, they start considering investing into other safe areas, just like investing into debt. So apart from these government-based debt, you can also invest into corporate debt. But the stock market is filled with hundreds of bonds with AA and AAA rated companies which are able to give you another source of income. Now this income, mind you, can start right now, even before your retirement age hits or you're taking that retirement, because this is typically paid to you every year on an annual basis. Most of these bonds are designed like that. So investing in this can really create another source of income for you even before hitting retirement. This is one of my preferred ways to do this, because why should you wait till retirement to make passive income? Why should you wait till retirement to create another source of income? This is something you can do now because the return on this is going to be totally taxable. So in that sense, you need to invest from that person's account or your account, keeping in mind that taxation is lowest. In case your account is in a 30% tax slab, invest from your wife's account, or invest from some other account where there is no tax on this. So in the family, the passive income will start wherein you are not having to pay any extra taxes, or it could be zero tax as well, depending on the tax file you invest from. Now, these are traditional ways of doing it. And if you have been using these, there is one feeling that you would have got by now, and that is just doing this is not enough. And I would agree with you if you feel like that, because all of these are predominantly investing into debt. Debt is something that gives you 7-8% rate of interest as on this date, which is on the higher end, more like on the range of 6 to 7%. People are actually forgetting the biggest pain areas that they have is where the money is actually blocked, and they're not able to use that sort of money. So where could your money really be that you're not able to use to create another source of income while you're looking at your retirement? So there are three main places. The first place is your money in FDs. See, money in your FD is deteriorating at a faster pace because of low interest rates, high inflation and high taxes. You are getting a negative return after taxes and inflation adjusted on your FD. I think you already know that. The second place is your money is already stuck into properties which you thought you will invest for 10 years and going to make a lot of money out of it. Sadly, that has not happened in the last 5-7 years. So the whole idea is that you need to start looking at your exit options from property and take this corpus and invest in other places. I will tell you what other places you can consider. But you need to start looking at restructuring your wealth as well. Just investing what is available in liquid money for you to invest will not be able to be sufficient. It won't be sufficient enough for you to be able to achieve your passive income goals post your retirement. Now, the third place where your money is stuck is insurances. Insurances are typically between 10 to 20, 30 years. Now, these insurance, if you look at the annualized return, will only give you 4 to 6% return tax-free at the maturity. In case you have recently got into an insurance which is going to take another 10-15 years from here, another 10 years or more from here, you need to start looking at your exit options from those as well. What you really need from the insurance is actually another source of income which you can create from the methods I'm going to tell you and the methods I've already told you. On the contrary, you need to cover the value of your life. If you're hitting retirement, you will not have any other source of income. You might not even need insurance after that. I'm talking about life insurance. Why? Because if you have no income, what are you trying to insure? Life insurance is income protection. If you have no income, what is the sort of protection you need? Okay. Even if you want to continue further with this, you can go for a term plan instead of investing into this type of investment. So look at your exit options from property, from your FDs and your investments into life insurances. These are life insurances which is ULIP, endowment, money back and all of these. So here is where you can invest to amplify the returns because you're not happy with the returns you're already getting if you are that person, and I bet a lot of people are. So the first places is if you have more than 5 years to go, you should invest monthly into indexes. Indexes like the Sensex and Nifty, they've been growing at more than 15% rate of return ever since the inception in 1979. So if you invest monthly, if the markets go down, no problem, you're averaging at the bottom. Eventually when they go up, you're looking to make a higher rate of return. On this, you can expect between 10 to 15% rate of return. And the better part about this is that taxation is only 10% on long-term capital gains. So effective rate of return, even if you're getting a 10% return, is 9% tax-free, which is great. Best case scenario, getting 12-15% return, then obviously you cannot ask for more than that. The other place, that second place that you can invest is converting your property into a commercial, warehousing or industrial in case it's a big property. So the most likely your property is not giving you any sort of rental income or passive income. If you convert this into a warehousing, if you convert this into commercial, at these times today 6 to between 6 to 8% is something you can easily create from warehousing and about 6% from commercial. So a property worth 1 crore can give you 6 lakh rupees per year or 50,000 rupees a month as passive income right now. Why do you want to wait till retirement? And the last one is alternate investments. These are new options that are available in the financial markets, not as volatile as a stock, but not exactly a debt instrument as well. This is somewhere as a hybrid. These are from different companies. About 7-8 options are available in the financial markets today, which can give you income to the tune of 6 to 9% every year, just like a debt product, and also give you the upsides as that of investing into the stock markets, both at the same time. So if you want to learn more about this, obviously you would need to upgrade your financial knowledge. But the whole idea is that you need to start taking action in this direction, because if you just sit on waiting for having a golden retirement period, that will not happen unless you start taking action now. So if you are that person who's looking forward to your retirement and a financially abundant one, make sure you apply all of these things. And if you have any queries or questions, hit me up in the comment box. If you like this video, definitely give me a thumbs up. Share this video with the people who can really benefit from this sort of information. And most importantly, if you're ever in doubt, don't forget to ask the wise guy.